Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. We've got some stuff to talk about. Is Harley next top Mogger? That's the main topic. I do want to just look at that official Chad website a little bit. Harley has been added to it, so I wanted to take a look at him, as well as just across the site. They have a full lexicon page that I want to learn some new terms from. But first, we have some Instagram posts, as always, as well as some other videos we can take a look at. So let's just get into it, shall we? One sec, just making sure this is all Oh, and then actually I do have a poll ready to go. So I'm just going to put this poll out. Medical City Healthcare? Is that a real place? I'm not fully caught up on the show. Hope that's no problem. Well, hopefully I can give you a little bit of context, though, for what you'll catch up to. Oh no, why is my internet acting so garbage today? Let me know if there are any issues, but here's the poll I have for today. We have looks maxing versus swag. So the options are looks maxing, swag, and sunk cost fallacy. So I think that kind of makes sense, and it adds up. So here we go. That poll is now live. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Sup, sup, sup. Sup, sup, sup. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. This is for all of you who are in here early. Is that not working? Wait. Oh. What's going on with my soundboard? Did I go too far? No. Oh no. Why is none of this working? My soundboard isn't working and I gotta close it, I guess. I wanted to play a cheer for everybody. Now I'm sad. Let's hope this works this time. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. To start off, I always got some Instagram posts. We got Don B. Beard.
Well, let's see how we did. Been 90 seconds. See if we can get it out here with the peel.
Little pizza made outdoors. Okay, okay.
Get a close up. No one's happy.
Yeah, it looks like flowing lava. Not a very good pie, if I do say so myself. Dog's interested, though.
Another unsuccessful pizza cook. People ask me, what do you eat? What do you pair with your ugly pizza? Even if you're not going to eat it.
He's so disappointed. It's okay, man. You'll get it one of these days. Making pizza isn't just a craft. It is a true art form. I guess those things kind of go hand in hand, but you can create artisan pizza. I believe in you, Don B. Beard.
What kind of wine goes with the ugly pizza? The dog won't even eat it.
Hey, I'd say give the dog a shot. I think the dog's gonna eat that pizza. Waiting for a slice. Look, took a seat.
I say all you need is Jack Daniels.
That'll make the pizza taste fine. Couple shots of Jack and that pizza will be what you're craving.
It'll make your day better.
He's having such a horrible day. This pizza was meant to, bring all his energy back. He was really hoping this was going to be the thing that really brought him out of his funk. He's like, I haven't made a pizza in a while. Let's get out there. Let's do that. I really think it'll bring back my spirit. It all fell through. But hey, at least Jack's always been there for him. The dog would definitely eat it. The dog's still waiting. He gave us the smile at the end, though.
Well, let's see how we did.
And I think I think I checked. I thought this was his whole page, and it's not. He doesn't just make pizza. I guess he makes other food, but a lot of them are just him sitting around.
Couple things grown men should never leave the house with. Let's get into that. We talked about this a couple times. One of them is
Things that grown men should never leave the house with or without.
should be in your pocket is your handkerchief. Another thing is your pocket knife. This is a pretty good one here. Got a good blade. I always have it in my pocket. I lost a lot of them, usually at the airport. 9/11 killed me.
Poor choice of words, I must say. 9/11 killed me because I can't bring knives to the airport anymore.
I forget when I go to the football game, they take them. There should be some kind of place where you can go back and get your knife when you get it taken from you, but you can't. They keep them. Go figure. Well, anyway, you're going to have this thing in your pocket. It might as well be sharp. It's not much to it.
My dad used an old school handkerchief right up until COVID. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You got to have one.
I like keeping my loogies right in my pocket. I know that's not the purpose, but I feel like that's always the outcome.
Of these things.
The fuck is that?
In your kitchen around your knives, because you need to do this with your kitchen knives too.
Oh, it's a sharpener?
No sense in having a knife, it won't even cut nothing, but all you got to do is hit it a couple times.
Yeah. Make sure you're getting the angle right.
And that, my friends, creates a sharp knife. Just like that. Because you want to be ready.
Okay, you're right. I do.
So you won't have to get ready. And that's being done.
The nod at the end, too. I love this guy. This guy's my fucking hero.
Good brand. Let's get into that.
The dog's toenails on the vinyl wood floor are louder than him is louder than him talking. This is actually just, I don't know why this is cracking me up so much. This is great. It is incredible aura. This guy has swag.
Sometimes when I'm sitting around the man cave, I don't always sip on Jack Daniels. I might want to hit a little brandy.
Okay.
Brandy is really wine that's distilled, which means it comes out of a barrel, gives it a color and a taste. A lot of people don't know how to drink it. They try to pour it on the ice and mix it with something. Don't mix it with nothing. And you gotta have a brandy glass. Look at that. That's what's called a brandy glass. Pour a bit in there. Gotta be a lot. Swirl it around.
Yeah, he's got the bikes inside. He doesn't want anybody stealing them. It makes sense. Got some kites as well, hanging on the wall. Post-season. What is this, Falcons? I don't know logos. Is he a Falcons fan?
Put your hands under it. Get it warm. Because that's what makes it better. This is
Yeah, the comment. Don, make some pizza, man. They're telling him you need to try again. You got to give it another shot. We believe in you.
sipping type thing. You gotta guzzle it. But it's brandy. Southern gentlemen been drinking it for years. And Don loves it. Because that's being Don.
That is being Don. There's music, okay.
Hot towel shave complete. Oh, look.
I don't know. You got the sun behind you. I can't see you that well, Don.
Topic of the day at the barbershop. Your government controlling the weather.
See, I knew Don was a real one. I told you, I knew Don was a real one from the start.
Argument started. Mission complete. Being done.
Argument started. Mission complete. I wonder what side of the argument he was on. Oh no, more music, no.
Southern fried chicken. Let's get into that.
Okay, I think I'm done with Don, I've got to be honest. You know, it gets to a point. I don't know if this is a character this guy's playing, or if this genuinely is how he is. But I think this is a lesson that we can take with us in life.
You do if someone shows up to your function high. Man, are you serious right now? You really hit a vape before you came to my function and got super high? Why would you do something like that, man?
I'm sorry, man. I don't really know what you're saying right now because I'm pretty high, but I just got high because, like, things in my life are hard right now. So I was, like, just doing it because it's fun.
I like you because I thought you were my friend, but I guess not because you vape and do stuff like that.
No, I mean, I am your friend. I just vape and do stuff like that. It's okay. We can be friends even though I get high.
Look, man, you're probably too high to understand what I'm saying anyway, so how about
You're totally right. I don't understand a word you're saying right now.
you just get out of here and save yourself some big trouble?
I'll save myself some big trouble. Take it easy, Huncho Nick. Thanks for it, big dog.
What do you do if you see a vape at the function? Hey, man, I'm a loser too. Can I please see your vape?
It's an easy way to get someone's vape. You tell them, hey man, I'm a loser too. Quick and easy, simple. They'll hand it to you right away because they're like, oh, fellow loser. They clearly want to hit my vape.
Thanks. What do I look like to you, dude? Some big freaking goofball? Get out of here, man. Vaping's for losers. If you ever see anybody with a vape, make sure you take it and throw it away.
Flush it down the toilet. If you see somebody with a vape, make sure you take it, go into their bathroom, and flush it down their toilet so that you clog the pipes and ruin their toilet. It's the only way to handle it. Sorry. Either handle it like that or handle it like this.
Watch this. Watch this. Can see the bottle? And see. I'm going to use my hand to break it.
He's going to break it with a punch. This is pure strength. Pure... Just... strength. There's nothing more to say. I was going to say power, but I'm like, those do kind of just mean the same thing at the end of the day. But let's see Mozzman. Let's hear Mozzman too. We'll definitely hear that clink, that shatter. Honestly, one of those sounded like it was going to break. He didn't like the way that one felt. The face he's making at the end is pretty great. Just, you know, maybe a fractured knuckle, nothing major.
Guys, watch this. Watch this. Can see the bottle? And see. I'm going to use my hand to break it.
Why do my chats keep getting shadow banned? They're really preying on my downfall. Oh no. Internet tough guy. They think you're too tough for this. They knew that you'd break through this bottle, so that's why they don't want you to chat. Why is it that everybody can always say that their chats aren't going through, but they can never just say the thing that they want to say? What are you saying? Why are you slurring in chat, Internet tough guy? Is that what's happening? I'm telling you, that second one did sound like it was going to break. Don could break that bottle of Jack. That's what he does every night after he finishes one. finishes yet another bottle and just busts it. One punch. He does it a 1-inch punch, like Bruce Lee. And then I saw this. Thought it was a good point that this man made, not the Post. Well, I guess the Post too. The Post is outlining it well. You just have to actually think about it for a second.
Seriously, don't know how many people I've talked to that used to be Trump supporters who are so close. They're like so close to reaching it. And then they just hit you with the, yeah, it's the Jews. Motherfucker, they're doing it in front of our face. The files got released. It's the billionaires.
Well, I mean, they didn't get released. And that's their whole argument, is the people that want to be anti-Semitic don't care. They'll just go, yeah, and who are the billionaires? Like, there are conspiracies about Trump. Like, they're like, his maternal grandmother was actually Jewish, which means that Trump is a Jew. And who knows, maybe that is true. Maybe that is a fucking thing. I don't know. I don't actually know about that. I did hear that somewhere. But even if that is the case, like, what the fuck do you think that means? Like, what does that actually mean to you? It's so odd. Yeah, it's not left or right. It's top versus bottom, exactly. And yeah, and in the same way, you could say that there are some Jews at the top, the way that there are some Christians at the top, and they are, you know, focusing on themselves over the Jews or Christians beneath them. And that's just like religious context, because if you're talking about like ethnic context, and it gets into a whole discussion, because people are just so stupid, because people will go, well, Jewish people are wrong because of the Jewish religion, but only, not the Torah, no. Only the Talmud, which not every Jew listens to, and I'd say that most Jewish people do not listen to the majority of what's in the Talmud, even if you do accept certain certain pieces within as scholarly writing or something. But also, I saw a post. I finally saw the post, because I hear it all the time of people that talk about, you just need to go read the Talmud. Why don't you go see what's in there? And I saw the anti-Semitic post that shows what's in the Talmud, which are literally misinterpretations of lines, or just fully like making up like whole books in the Talmud. Like, there was one where it was like, a Jewish man may defile a Goyim woman, but may not marry her, is basically like the way it reads. And the chapter that they have it in, or the book that they have it in, doesn't even fucking exist. It literally it isn't a thing. And because I was like, okay, let me look these things up myself and let me like see if these things are real. They just don't exist. And I'm like, bro. And again, it's like someone created this as like a lie to get you to hate the Jews, but you would rather just hate the Jews rather than think about who got you to believe this in the first place. Like, come on.
It's the billionaires. It's always been the billionaires. It's always been the ultra wealthy. You think the Jews are some fucking monolith that are doing this? You think your neighbor that goes to your Jewish community center is involved in this? What the fuck is wrong with you?
The sad part is some people would probably say, yeah. They'd go, well, duh. What do you mean? Of course. Did you really just ask me something so simplistic? But here, let's get to it. The official Chad rankings. We're jumping right into the deep end. The official Chad rankings. As you can see, Team Androgenic plus Clavicular is slightly edging out Team ASU frat leader Varus. Here's the crazy thing though, this is a 2v1 and they're only barely edging him out. I gotta go with the ASU frat leader. Gotta vote for the underdog. You know what's crazy? I have been seeing different clips now. Like, I'm just getting fed a bunch of clips from these different people. And apparently, Nick Fuentes... let me see if I can find it. Nick Fuentes was talking about the frat leader. And he was like, it's just I mean, these guys are all a bunch of fucking idiots. I've got to be completely honest. Like, they're all just a bunch of idiots. It's so stupid. Oh, where's the actual clip of him on stream? Because I'm seeing other clips. Because Nick Fuentes... Nick Fuentes is going like, he's not white, he's Albanian, he's a Slav, he's Slavic. Even though Nick is Mexican and he's big and he's like, I'm a white guy, look at me, I'm a white guy, but this Albanian, no, this Albanian is not white. Don't get it twisted.
I gotta press him, bro. Bitch ass.
No, he's not. He's a great guy, man. We love Nick over here, but he did say you aren't white. So what do you think about that?
I think it just proves how stupid all these people are. Like, you really, like, do you really care about what Nick Fuentes has to say? Come on, man. He also did apparently, I really want to find this clip now, because I'm pretty sure what he said is he was just like, I want to call him slurs right now, but I'm in college. He's like, I want to call him slurs right now, but I'm in college, so I can't. And let's not forget where this all started. They didn't pull it up on stream right. When they were talking about this on the H3 show, they brought up the full video of Clavicular getting frame mogged. But all you need to see is the image. The image of the frame mogging hits hard. And it's because you can see, like, he's got this big smile, very... it's not just the frame, it's his aura that he's emanating. Whereas you can feel the... You know, this sense of not being enough that has followed Clavicular throughout his entire life. And I just thought it was so funny because this is literally a perfect inversion of the Chad Virgin meme. He's even wearing the same fucking outfit. Look at this. They're wearing the exact same fucking outfits. It's just literally a slight inversion. It's a slight, it's a flipped image. It's just a mirrored image of it. There we go. Look at that. I saw this one too, and I thought all of this is just 4chan shit at the end of the day. I think we need to remember that like all of this is just 4chan degeneracy. So this is the Chad early Steve versus the Virgin new Steve. When hurt, the Chad early Steve, when hurt, shouts manly, "Oh, ouch, that hurt." That's usually what I say when I get hurt. Then eats 4 pork chops in matter of seconds. Downs them. Uses bow as assault gun. Maximum speed and efficiency. And has a manly beard. Can relate. Versus the Virgin new Steve. Lame bone crack. I don't know what even bone crack means. Eats like some uncultured swine. A minute. Need to reload. Replaced by Stacy Alex, and I don't even know what the fuck this part means. I just know that this is more 4chan degeneracy. It's sad, really. 4chan has just bled out into the greater internet ecosystem. But as we can see on here, Nocturnal Kent is still top dog. ASU frat leader is still outweighing androgenic and clavicular. While on the rise, androgenic is still taking a major hit from the balding revelation. He's a Terra Titan. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think they got this because they were thinking androgynous. I know there's anabolic steroids. Aren't there androgenic steroids too? Yeah, anabolic androgenic steroids are synthetic derivatives of the male sex hormone testosterone. So he's basically saying, my name is steroid. Hello, I am Mr. Steroids. It's kind of, honestly, owning it like that. I saw people pointing this out too, though. Have we learned nothing? We must learn history so that we do not repeat it. We must not forget Ziz. Who remembers Ziz? 4chan is broken containment. I'm telling you. Who remembers Ziz, the history? An Australian bodybuilder who sadly died at the age of 22 from a heart attack because... I don't know if it was because of his steroid usage, but it's the outcome of increased steroid usage for sure. And he actually, it was weird. He had like a big issue with the law because of the issues with the legality of anabolic steroids and this and that. This is back in the day when you had to lie. With a name like that, he's got to go harder on the steroids, in my opinion. Yeah, with a name like androgenic, you've got to be like an absolute phenom. Something that it breaks the mold completely. It's back to 50-50. It's, my vote did it. My vote did it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, heart attack at 22 is extremely sad. And that's why it's like worrying so much about your looks and going this far down. Like bodybuilding's fine. That stuff, it's like, it's understandable. But when you get to the highest level, all of these dudes are destroying their bodies. I mean, look at modern day Ronnie Coleman. And obviously that's slightly different, but not by much. After 13 surgeries and years relying on crutches, Ronnie Coleman shares bold 18-month plan to walk again, powered by stem cell therapy and daily training. And it's like, this is like the path all of these guys are kind of going down, and it's not healthy. What if they deflate? I think if you get off steroids and like you go down, if you get off a cycle, because the thing is too, again, it's like how you utilize steroids, because a lot of athletes utilize steroids because it helps with like people need to realize, like people like clavicular, it's sad because he's using steroids. At least he says he's using steroids. Now it's almost coming in question. Because he did benching with Andrew Tate.
Clavicular realized he's
and doing steroids and only being able to bench
the weakest influencer on
185 for a few reps, like that being your max, is kind of an issue. And most of the time people are using steroids to like improve their recovery and be able to work harder for longer and stuff like that. But if you're doing it purely because you feel like it makes you look more defined, like I feel like you're going to have an issue once your like metabolism catches up with you, right? My looks maxing name is going to be the Kraken. I'm coming in as Cthulhu. Cthulhu, the looks maxing god. But on the list, that's funny. I didn't she's a Mogger too. Olympic skater and Mogger, Alyssa Liu. Or is it Liu? I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's nice to see that they have men and women on here. Larry Wife, the suspicious one. All the names that, yeah, see, they have Ziz the Legend on here. Like, they even have Ziz on here. The original aesthetic legend, Ziz popularized modern gym culture plus aesthetic bodybuilding online in the early 2010s. Known for confidence, party style, and motivational energy, he became a mythic figure after his early death, inspiring millions to lift and self-improve. Like, that's the thing, is I think it, like, it inspired people in the wrong way. You mirroring, bruh? Oh, Harley's on a downtrend, though. Harley is on here. He is at the bottom of the list, number 34. Can I give it a submit my vote? Is that it? It says it's submitting. You can only get 50 votes, and that's it. It's because no one's downvoting it. They're like, oh wait, I think my did it go through? I don't know. I clicked away. Harley Morenstein is down -2 points. The beard, age mog, longevity, broad build. He has a score of 75 right now. He is a rising star, though. Can't vote at all. He was at 28, then 32, now 34, but protagonist. Androgenic, I think, is a bit overrated. See, he's got 20. Like, how does he have 30 upvotes, 20 downvotes? He's number 3. He's number 3. Harley Morenstein has 50 upvotes with 0 downvotes. A big goose egg. A big goose egg, nothing. Nunzo. We lagging out? What is happening with my fucking internet? I'm gonna cry today. Today is the day I cry on stream. Do I need to disconnect or something and reconnect? I really am I'm lost. It's a fake site. It's rigged. The Looks Maxers are coming for me now. They're coming for my stream because I've uncovered their lies. Where is Romulus? Bro's got 46 downvotes. He has 46. This guy has 46 downvotes and he's number 7. What? Baby Stickley. Yo, all these guys are getting fucking mogged. They're getting mogged the fuck out. Look at this. Look at Androgenic right here. And you're gonna tell me this doesn't beat that? You're gonna tell me this doesn't beat that? It might be 10 years old. Okay, it might be 10 years old. But give him some time. Let him hop on a cycle real quick. And I think it'll be okay. Right? What's dystopian about it? This, I think, is why Harley's on a downtrend, if I have to be completely honest. It's from 3 years ago as opposed to 10. So this is more recent. And this angle, after getting dropped, isn't a very good look. But, it was by a former WWE star. So, can we really hate on him that much? We got to give him the credit where credit is due. Beautiful face. He's mogging right here. He's mewing even. Like, look at this. So don't look at the Sora AI. Look at that. I don't want to be the one to say it. He's kind of got a tiny head like Hassan. Or is this image just really oddly... Are these just the shoes, or is this image stretched? His head looks fucking tiny here. Harley is natty after all. Harley's face when getting back shots is crazy. I know you were talking about the other one, but still. Just a little Goomba pilled. It's distorted. I try not to objectify him, but I just really love that what I'm looking at always. Hey, with the Hatsune Miku shirt on too? Okay. He's a man of culture as well. Brilliant. So I'm just saying, I think that Harley deserves to be knocked up on this ranking. His ranking doesn't even have history, even though you just outlined that there is a ranking history. It's just whoever designed this website did a poor job and is probably literally just going up and down by their own, just at their own whim. He collects dolls, I collect dolls. I got a Frankenstein action figure, one in the case and one out of the case. That's how much I love action figures. This guy is above Harley, doesn't even have a picture. How is he gonna mog anyone? Connor Murphy being on here is kind of crazy too. And again, his score. Or wait, it was high. It was higher. No, his score is lower than Harley's. This is fully a rigged site. You know, I thought that they could be a little bit more transparent than this. So let's check out their rules. Let's see how they do this. I type so fast my keyboard doesn't always catch up. Happens to me too. Happens to the best of us. True speed. But let's see how let's see their methodology. It's our methodology is designed to be fair, transparent, and reflective of a real world Chad energy and momentum. So we have a fair and transparent methodology. Rankings are based on proprietary algorithm that you guys have a proprietary algorithm. I just don't believe you. That weighs multiple factors, including media. It's literally their proprietary algorithm is just whoever runs the site. Some guy named Carl. Based on a proprietary algorithm that weighs multiple factors including media presence, social impact, industry influence. What industry? It's just like going out. It's literally going out so bad. It has never been this bad before. Are we back? It has never been this bad before. I'm literally going to call my internet provider and yell at them. This is extremely frustrating. I'm just trying to read. Why do they hate me? Why does the internet company hate me? I am getting mogged by my internet. Weather bad where you are? No. It's literally a clear sky today. It is completely fine. Internet mogged. Call the ISP and ask for a gift card? That's smart, actually. That's how you handle it. I'm lag maxing right now. Disgusting. Because you didn't verify if Medical City Healthcare was a real place. Damn it. My stream's gonna get taken down next. Okay, let's try this again. Refresh does bring the sound back. Damn. YouTube hates me. My internet hates me. Everybody hates me. Here, let me take a look at this. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's literally... everything's running fine. My computer's actually running completely fine. It's just the internet. And I can't have a wired connection. It's going... oh, is it going out again? Okay, no, it was just the audio bit rate. God damn it. It's the site, it's cursed. That is also a possibility. But yes, they have movement indicators. They got rank change explanations, community voice. So the rankings are apparently only a part of the actual score that you get. Okay, I don't think that any of this matters though, because his scoring, is that just his influence score? I'm kind of confused. Because if I look at anyone's score, like this guy has no influence, but he's a score of 99. So with Harley at a score of 76, I'm assuming that means that is their holistic scoring, which outranks like most of the list. Guy's a 92. Okay, these guys are mogging. Okay, an 85. These guys are mogging. What about Marlon? He's getting mogged by Marlon even. Oh, he's not even top 20. See, I just want the Foyd brother. Amazing. I just want to know, where does Harley actually, line up here? He's next to Braden. Get Harley next to Braden. Become a member. Do I need to add myself? Oh, I can become a Chad member or a Chad member. That's how I feel reading this stuff. A Chad member or a Terra Chad, the ultimate Chad experience, for $3.99 a month. I think I'll pass on that. Just to get put at the bottom through lies. Despicable. But here, let's take a look at their lexicon. Why am I... Stop calling me. I'm getting a call from Pennsylvania. It better not be Mike. I hate when people call me. I need to turn it on where it's only numbers that I have saved. Because they never leave voicemails either. It's literally always just either a scam call or people trying to buy up property. I don't own any fucking property yet. But yes, we have Chads, sub 3, sub 5, LTN. See, I think we could kind of logically kind of break down what each of these mean. A Chad. Okay, we know what a Chad is. A good-looking person. A Mogger, if you will. A sub 3 and sub 5 are just people with low ratings. Yeah, sub 3, under 3 out of 10 rating. Around bottom 5% of the global population. Some extremists call this tier subhuman. Crazy. Clearly below average, noticeable flaws. High body fat percentage. Low appeal. I might be a sub 5. Oh no. Or maybe I'm an LTN, a low tier normie. Slightly below average and simply average. 5 out of 10. Blends into crowds. Around 25% of population. A mid tier normie or a high tier normie. Being a high tier normie is kind of like a redundant statement, doesn't it? Like, isn't it? I'm a high tier normie. I'm above average at 6 to 6.5 out of 10. Chad Light, a true atom. Genetic outlier. Theoretically and statistically, only one true atom should exist, as there is only 1 in 10 billion probability. True 10 out of 10 in all physical aspects. Where is the true atom? It's just some guy working at like fucking Whole Foods. It's some guy working at Sprouts right now who's just like literally a genetic phenom. Just no steroids, but he's just naturally got like an overabundance of testosterone. It's just what happens. I'm just a high tier normie. The hunter eyes. Deep set hooded eyes with a narrow eye shape and positive canthal tilt, giving an intense masculine appearance. Do I have hunter eyes? Do I have a positive or negative? I feel like I have a neutral canthal tilt. Do you guys know what a canthal tilt is? This is one of the dumbest ones, I feel like. Maybe I do have a negative canthal tilt, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Possibly. Interesting. Interesting. Whoa. Oh no, I'm a subhuman. I'm sub 5. Do I have to break my eyeballs? Do I have to break my eye sockets? So that I can get a positive tilt? No. No. I just have naturally sad eyes. Unfortunately, yes, you are a subhuman. Damn it. Look directly into the camera. I think it's probably negative, based on what I'm seeing. Quick, put my face into a... rate my face on some scale. Throw it into some algorithm. Let me know. Completely straight-faced, that's it. You have to go like that? Slightly negative. Oh no. Fuck. What about my facial thirds? Are the proportions, are they okay? Are they accurate? What's going on here? I'm getting black pilled. Am I showing dimorphous traits? That's kind of interesting, because I mean, distinct differences between male and female facial features. See, I feel like this is what Dan was talking about on the H3 show, about it kind of just being like eugenics light. Because like this would obviously be different in different, like between different races and different, like there's no definitive distinct differences between male and female facial structure, like that would span across all races, I don't think. So you always got to get the... See, I'm mustache maxing, that's the truth. Gotta have the mustache to be able to be an alpha. All these guys are, they're beta maxing, actually. I'd say light is an understatement. Well, the thing is I don't think any of them are actually, like, smart enough to understand what eugenics is. They'd be like, what are you fucking talking about? They'd be like, I don't understand what you mean. It is eugenics, probably, maybe inherently, but Don't be jester maxing out here. That's what I do on the daily. That's why I said streamers are just modern day jesters. I'm out here jester maxing. I'm attempting to compensate for low attractiveness by being excessively funny or clownish. A strategy. It's so funny to say this too, because it's like what you're talking about is actually just having charisma. Because sometimes it does. I'd say that this would only be the case. Jester maxing would have to be. Yeah, I guess maybe it's an attempt at Riz without actually having it. So that's what foid means. I hear them say that all the time. It's short for female humanoid. Again, I got to bring up the clavicular frame mogged. This seems weird. Is extremely weird. Trust me, I'm about to click away. I genuinely just wanted to see how far this went down. Makeup cell, gym cell, rank shift. A noticeable change in someone's attractiveness ranking, either positive ascending or negative descending. I'm foid pilled. I'm telling you. Really now. It's true. It's this is just proof that attractiveness is subjective. I meant the site, not us talking about it, just to be clear. No, I know. I mean, I just mean even scrolling through the site, reading through these is odd. It makes me feel icky. Because you read a few of them and you're like, bone smashing, that's so funny. And then you hear that like they're calling women foids. Jester gooning. Humiliating yourself or acting absurdly for attention or validation. Taking jester maxing to the extreme. Degrading level. Just jester gooning while I bone smash. I'm not an incel. I'm a volcel. Thank you very much. I'm saving myself for marriage. Was there anything else on the site that I was going to look at? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. I think that was it. I genuinely just wanted to scroll through the lexicon for a second. Yeah, see. Coloring. The combination of skin tone, eye color, and hair color, contrast and harmony is coloring affects attractiveness. Like what? Contrast and harmony in color. This whole thing is confusing, but I guess it's because I'm a negative Canthal tilt loser, jester maxing online. However will I overcome this? However will I overcome my own my own subhuman nature? It's impossible. Bone smashing might be the only way. But yes, help get Harley to the top. Interesting photo. Got one with Deji too. Keemstar and Brantley. But even weirder than that image is this image. I don't know. I am aware that being around Destiny at the moment is very questionable. I want to meet him despite people's valid criticisms. I am aware that this is a bad look, and posting a photo with him will upset many people. Not the best decision on my part. Is this just like is this an AI photo? Was this a meme? Am I getting got? It's time to get woke, Kabir. Get ready. The way I gasped, that was you feeling the woke enter your body. Harley's just really funny and down to, oh wait, Destiny? This was also in 2024. Is Harley in Destiny's house? That's what it looks like. With the saxophone. I don't know what this is. This is a gun? It looks like it's on a rack, but it's an extremely long barrel. I don't think so. Unless this is like just a rack for holding something else. And it just goes all the way across, maybe. Oh, I think so. I think I'm dumb. I think that is the rack that is holding up the hooks. I need the context for this. Is this just AI? Here, let me copy it. Let me ask ChatGPT. Is this AI? The AI can't determine. They don't know. The lighting is giving the effect. I don't think this is AI, guys. Bad look, Harley. This is worse than Harley Shack. Remember, guys, if you're ever trying to look up this image, all you have to do is search up Harley Shack to keep it as the first image that pops up whenever you see Shack on a Harley. You cannot let him forget. You cannot forget what you've done. Blackface and hung out with Destiny. Destiny is so petite next to Harley. I mean, that happens a lot. Destiny is a very small man, if I'm not mistaken. Just look up Destiny height. Let's see. Oh, it did actually work. Stephen Bonnell. He's 5'8", which just seems a lot shorter in comparison to Harley. He's not that short. 5'8" is what, average for the US, I think? US average. 5'9", yeah, 5'9". See, when I was a kid, because I'm slightly taller, I hit like over 6 foot, I think in like 6th or 7th grade. And so I was always like very invested into other people's heights, the average heights, celebrity heights, stuff like that. It's always very interesting to me. Y'all seen the clip where Destiny's son shoots him with an airsoft pistol and he gets perm banned off Twitch? I have heard of that. I've never seen the clip, but the fact that that happened is insane. The text is an exact copy of what Brad said about his picture with Ethan. Oh, okay. So it's a fake photo is what I'm gathering, yes? Because that still to me doesn't Yeah, probably an old photo. That would make more sense, yeah. 2024 is when he's posted it, and then it was just an older image. Let's do a beard timeline to see Harley's beards from different periods. Cruise towers overall, except Harley. You'd be looking Harley eye to eye. You'd be able to hug each other and feel that warm embrace. Which is worse? I think we know the answer. Okay, now here's the question. Responding to anti-Semitism from Dan McClellan, or drunk entitled woman has violent meltdown after showing up to wrong terminal at airport. And if we do that one, let me see if I can pull this up. Up. Oh no. Oh no. Let me pull it up. It probably did show for like at least a frame. Oh no, I'll have to cut that later. Oopsie. How are you gonna do that to me, Adobe? Give me a sec. I love me some Dan McClellan. I keep opening the wrong stuff. I am having a day. You are right about that. It's been a while, not just a day. Been rough. Been a rough little bit, not gonna lie. But we're getting through it. And what I was going to try and say is I have finally created the bingo card. Does my shirt have a smiley face? Yes. Because we're trying our best. I put it on when I'm trying to be in a better mood, you know? We keep going. Hey, when you're down, the outlook's up. That's the way to handle things. But I've created this. I'm trying to get the right scaling for it so it makes sense. But it's a bingo card that reads Piggy. And what we have is I didn't do anything. So we have a couple quotes. I think each line has a quote, or each row has a quote. I didn't do anything. Can I go home? Do you know who I am? This is illegal. I know my rights. Then we have things like crying, biting, spitting, things that cops do wrong, like failing to de-escalate. Immediate contradictions can happen on either side. Cops getting injured. Late apologies, taser, drunk as a skunk, high as a kite, backseat breakdown, endless screaming, and then a free spot always in the middle. Oop, I needed to move down the opacity. Everything is going wrong today. There we go. See? Boom. And it's like a bingo board. There we go. So what do we think? This one or Dan McClellan? I did so much for the body cam, but we can do the body cam anytime. I guess I can make a poll for it. Let's do a poll really quick. So it seems that Swag has won. Swag has outdone looks maxing. But somehow they have both outdone sunk cost fallacy. I'm kind of surprised at that one. I've got to be completely honest. But I guess Swag is eternal. There is no sunk cost with Swag. Both. Honestly, we'll probably have the time, yeah. Yeah, I think we probably have the time for it. Will we be Roman? Body cam. I'm seeing a lot of body cam, some both. Let's go. I start with. Which should I start with? Body cam or video about anti-Semitism? Okay. I always am feeling like, did I spell anti-Semitism wrong? Start poll. Swag maxing. Which should I start with? Ooh, body cam is running away with it. Body cam is running away with it. They hating. Celebrate the good times. Okay, so it looks like we're going to start with the body cam, and then we'll go on to the anti-Semitism video. Hopefully we will be able to get through both of them. I think we'll probably have the time. I don't see why not. We are swag maxing as hell. So I'm going to end this poll as well. I'm going to have a mental breakdown. I got the, oh my God. I've got it. Let's hope that this doesn't happen the whole time throughout the videos. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Click. The free space is open. Let's go. Refresh if it's not, if you don't hear anything. Refresh. My Lord. But yes, we got the free space gone. Clicked. Ready? Bingoed. Let's start the video. My Lord.
You suck a dry, you son of a.
Do it all the time.
Yeah, he sucked your grandma's dry.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest. You're under arrest.
On September 23rd, 2023, Orlando, Florida, TSA reported an intoxicated passenger, Nikki, to the police after she started to behave belligerent and obscene with them, prompting a response.
I didn't do to you guys. I just need to go home to my grandma. I need to go home to my grandma. And she dies before I'm there. I just want to get home to my grandma. I didn't do to you.
She's been drinking too.
I didn't do shit. Yes. Take my ID. Like, I have not done shit to the mother Americans. Please. No.
No?
So I don't know if she's drunk as a skunk yet, but sounds pretty drunk to me. You know what? I'm just gonna call it first. I'm gonna say drunk as a skunk is a go.
No, I didn't do any. I didn't swear at
Really?
any of these.
I've asked you, please do not use profanity.
Cracker is profanity.
No, you just said MF.
Cracker. I meant like saltine. Is that a profanity? Because y'all
Where are
don't
you
act
from?
right. Can we please just get me through the motherfucking line so I can get to my motherfucking life? Is cracker profanity for real? It's only.
I mean, yes. Again, I hate this argument of like, oh, it's not profanity, it's not a slur. It is. You can say like, oh, it's not that bad, grow up or something. Like if you want to say that, be like, oh, grow a pair. You think it really hurt your feelings that I said that? That'd be one argument. But I hate when people do that and go like, oh, what? Oh, what? It's like, yes. I mean, stupid. Why did she say Americans like that? Because. Ugh.
Only when you guys like treating people like.
That's just what Arkansas sounds like. Arkansasians? What do you call them? Arkansans.
It's funny.
Is that the only
Because
guy
he's the only one that don't look.
This one and that.
What the third shit? Because he's the only one that don't look offended. Yo, what the? I can't miss my flight. Bitch. Are you paying for my flight when I miss it? Are you paying for my flight when I miss it? And then catch my flight. Yo, my grandma needs me up north. No, my grandma needs me. I don't get time to play with you.
Give me a second. Your
I don't get time to play with you. I just want to get home to my grandma. I ain't playing with you.
Okay, I think this counts as crying. You know, we're starting off strong, I have to say. I'm trying to force your way through an airport. Never a good idea, I have to say. It's never gonna turn out well.
I ain't do nothing to you. I just want to get home to my grandma. You, my grandma, about to die while I'm in line with TSA. I just want to get home to my grandma.
My name's Officer Ronnie.
Yo, I swear to God.
Listen to me.
Officer Ryan.
Ronnie.
Nikki about to be the last one you remember.
All right, Nikki.
Let me out of the line. I just need to go home to my grandma.
Trying to bargain. I don't know if this is trying to bargain yet. She's just trying to get out. She's trying to get through. I feel like trying to bargain is more so like once you're already in handcuffs, trying to be like, come on, man, just let me go. I'll be good. I promise. Please, I promise. There's no reason to bargain yet.
I'm not. Check my.
You're not fucking a terrorist? We never said you were. Which terrorist do you know?
Nikki.
You look like I got a bomb. I just want to get home to my grandma.
Oh yeah, I didn't do anything. Yeah. Sorry, I kind of missed that. You're right. She did say that. I didn't do anything. We're starting to get up here. She runs away. We'll have a clear line for here. But I don't know. Being drunk does kind of make that more difficult. And in the airport, we might not, but we'll see. We'll see where we get.
What the? Get me home. I need to get home to my grandma right now, B. Like, that's all of my.
I love when people just repeat themselves over and over again. Maybe I should have added that, just like constant repetition, because people do that all the time, especially when they're drunk. Like, they heard you the first 10 times. They know you're trying to go see your grandma. They don't care. That's kind of just what it chalks up to at this point. They do not care that you need to go see your grandma. Can I go home? That kind of works too. Can I go home? Because she's wanting to just go to the airport. See, the airport makes it interesting, because I think a lot of these I wrote in the context of like being in handcuffs, being stopped already. And I guess that does apply here, because like the police are talking to her, but she does just want to go home. She wants to go home and see her grandma. Yeah, well, can I go home adjacent? Fairly certain. Fairly certain.
I just want to get home to my grandma. I'm not trying to bomb the airline. I'm not trying.
When you say that, it makes them more suspicious. It's not worth it. Don't say that stuff.
Transport. I just want to see my grandma for the last time. I just want to see my grandma, B. I just want to see my grandma. Yo,
Are you gonna take a breath? Take a breath.
Yo, my grandma's dying as we speak.
Nikki.
My grandmother's dying.
Nikki.
I want to keep getting her for sudden aggression. She's been aggressive this whole time though, because she keeps going back and forth from like crying to angry. She's like, listen to me. Come on, why aren't you listening? But then when the crying doesn't work, she just gets mad again and starts screaming.
Want me to take a breath?
Nikki.
Yo, I just want to go home and see my grandma. You're tripping. I haven't done anything wrong.
Do you want to go?
Deodorant. A toothbrush.
Please.
What have I done wrong? I just want to go home and see my grandma. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. My grandma died. The blood pressure is 186 over 160. on your watch.
I'm like, if she has 186 over 160, I feel like even getting on a flight might take too long. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like that feels like a pretty immediate issue.
My grandma dies on your watch, mother. Yo, I just want to see my grandma one last time. Ma'am, please.
Nikki.
Ma'am, please. Ma'am, please, my grandma. It's 186 on 160. I just want to get home.
Give it to your supervisor. Okay, I'm dealing with this.
Please. My grandma is the only thing that means anything to me. Please help me.
Okay, I'm gonna give this one a trying to bargain. Because she's trying to get help from other people. She's really trying to she's like, help me, somebody do something. Trying to figure out some way she can get on this flight. It's a little bit off the intention, but I want to get a piggy. I want to get a bingo. When do we mark screaming? Did I not mark screaming yet? Oh, endless screaming. Sorry, I haven't even put, endless screaming. Sorry. It's been endless screaming and crying. We could get some spitting and a parenting moment. If we could get those back to back, that would be pretty awesome. The cop trying to, parent her, be like, okay, everything's going to be all right. We'll get you on your flight. We just need to figure some things out first. And then she's like, fuck you, and spits at him. That'd be a perfect outcome in this scenario.
Sir.
I just want to say bye to my grandma.
What time does this plane leave? We need to get the ponies out.
My grandma is a JetBlue. My grandma's the only person my grandma.
Do you have your flight information real quick so we can try to get you on that flight?
I just want to see my grandma one last time,
Okay, you're gonna see her.
I think she is saying B like New York slang. I just want to see my grandma one more time, B. One last time, B. Please.
Just take a breath for a
No,
second.
you don't understand how she sounds.
We're working with you.
No.
Did we trip out for a second?
Officer Ronnie, I'm gonna help you.
You're not working with me.
We are.
You're treating me like... I don't know where it went.
Well, you need your flight stuff. Where's your
No,
flight
it
stuff?
was already...
Take your time.
Ooh.
How do you feel?
I don't feel good. I just need to go. One of my grandmas. I just had my flight. No, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
She's going to Boston.
Don't play with me. My flight was... Don't play with me. Don't play with me. My flight was right here. Y'all
Where's
play
your
with me.
paperwork,
I printed it out. It was in my purse. Y'all play with me.
Nobody took
No,
her
y'all
flight
play
stuff
with
yet?
me. Y'all playing with me for real. Don't play
Is it
with
in
me.
your thingy maybe?
Don't play with me. Open it up. Open it up. I have nothing to hide.
No, I'm asking you to find your flight stuff. I don't want to
had
find
it right.
anything. I'm trying so I can get you to Boston.
Yo, I had it right here so I can fly out. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
I'm trying to... that's a parenting moment. That was a parenting moment. He was like, listen, I'm trying to help you find your stuff so we can get you on your flight. Please. So she doesn't have a ticket. It sounds like she probably lost her ticket while she was getting drunk and then ended up just walking to the wrong terminal and is trying to just board randomly. Like, it doesn't even sound like she knows where she's going. She's just kind of wandering around being like, I'm trying to go see my grandma. How did she get this far without papers? That's also a good question. Because I didn't think about that. If she's at this point, how is she even this drunk? Was she pre-gaming the airport? Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I literally was thinking she was getting drunk at the airport, but that doesn't add up. That doesn't make any sense. She was pre-gaming before the airport. Should have just waited. She got far telling people not to play with her. Hey, as long as they don't play with her, I think she'll be fine.
I wasn't. My ID's right there on the floor.
It's right there on the floor. She's still kind of crying. They're trying to get you on your flight, but you're being difficult.
No, but my ID's on the floor. My ID's on the floor, next to your foot. I didn't do anything. I don't know where you're. No.
Honestly, I got to give it up to this cop. I was ready to give them a failed to de-escalate, but he's doing a pretty good job at trying to de-escalate this whole situation. He's not gotten aggressive with her. Like, I could see other scenarios where this lady's already been tackled to the ground and arrested. I had a friend come visit me in Florida before, and we were in the VIP lounge before her flight home, and she couldn't find her boarding pass. She simply misplaced it, but it was a stressful 20 minutes. Airport pregame like a true Arkansasian? Is that what it is? I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. Arkansasian. She has a whiskey suppository and she's getting drunk as we speak. I kind of believe it, because, like, when did you drink? When did you get this drunk, and how are you still this drunk where you're lacking, and you have no coherency at all?
Oh, I just had it. Look, my ID's there.
I guess she's coherent. She's just not making any sense. The Arcs. My homie's from the Arcs.
No, I need to get to my flight. He has my ID right there. He's holding my ID. Look at it. Look at my ID's in his hand.
Stop talking, please. Stop. I don't want to hear another word.
My ID's in his hand.
Stop. What problem do you guys have with her?
Okay, this cop's failing to de-escalate just a little bit, I've got to be honest.
No problem.
If you don't go through that screening process, you can't fly.
I'm going through the screening process, but he's treating me like my ID's in your hand.
Sweetie, where is your paperwork to fly?
No, my grandma's dying.
That's all right.
My grandma's dying.
They're hitting the classic good cop, bad cop right now. Why did she hit the smile? She hit like a Joker smile real quick.
That's good. I feel bad.
Okay, it was just because she was crying while speaking. Okay, my bad.
Sorry.
That's good.
You gotta act like a...
That's good.
Stop crying. Stop crying.
Process as you enter the airport. Because that is all interesting on some level. But it is also like, oh no, now this is where it's going to go south. I can tell you right now, this cop was doing a good job at de-escalation. Escalation can only get you so far if the person isn't actually willing to, like, move things forward and progress in the actual, like, steps to figure out what the problems are and solve them. Got to fix these problems, but you've got to help us. And so you can de-escalate all day, but it might not do much. But now that this guy's walked away, the de-escalation is all gone. This cop that we're seeing the body cam from right now isn't doing a very good job, and I feel like this is where the arrest is going to come. This is all where it's going to spawn from.
Trying to figure out what we're going to do because you don't have a boarding pass.
I have
need
a boarding pass. That's not true. I have a boarding pass.
Where's your boarding pass?
You gotta give me
If you got a boarding pass, they'll let you through. And you gotta stop yelling.
DFs won't stop me from watching. What is happening with my stream? Why? Why must they do this to me?
But that's not fair. Y'all been yelling at me.
I'll only be here for a bit longer. They'll start the H3 show soon enough. They don't have a thumbnail or a title yet. I'm sorry.
Because you're screaming out. Listen, stop. I feel bad your grandma's dying, but I don't want to hear about it no more. Get your boarding pass and get ready to go. What are you airline you flying?
On the plane. As long as you can show as long as you can show your boarding pass, I've been asking.
I've been trying, but
then
y'all
you'll get on the plane. Don't worry about it.
What airline you flying?
JetBlue.
JetBlue's not here. It's a different air. You got to go to a different terminal.
You're lying.
JetBlue hasn't flown here since October.
You're lying. You're playing. So I have to go to a whole nother...
Your driver's license comes back to Nikki E. Chapman. She is 1054.
Can I get my license back to get over there?
If you want, we'll take over there.
My number, just save that for a little bit.
We're gonna walk you out. You're gonna walk out over here. You're gonna have to walk out here. We're gonna walk out. I know that. Stop. For fifth hand, I understand that. But we're trying to help you out. So stop. JetBlue does not fly to this terminal.
They said terminal
No.
C.
This is A and B. This is A and B. This is not C.
Not near C.
You're nowhere near C.
We're gonna help you.
Damn. She even knew which terminal she was supposed to go to and went to the wrong terminal still, and she's still arguing with them. She said they said Terminal C, and you're nowhere near Terminal C.
This is A and B. This is not C.
Not near C.
You're nowhere near C.
We're gonna help you.
My grandma's gonna die while I'm sitting in this car.
0136 350
Well, you should have thought about that.
You know what? You suck a pussy dry, you son of a...
All the time.
I do all the time. Chill, chill, chill. She was saying that you dry up. He took that in a way like crazy. He took a way crazier angle on that. That was fucking insane.
Yeah, suck your grandma's dry. So talk about my grandma.
Well, you're
suck
acting like a
a
fool.
dry.
You're acting like a fool.
I'm acting like
Because you're
a fool.
drunk and you don't know where you're
I'm
going.
acting like a fool.
Yes, you are.
Suck.
This cop is kind of over the line. Like, yeah, she's talking shit to you, but I truly believe that if you're a cop, you are signing up to take it. Like, you are signing up to take shit from people. You don't just get this, like, praise and love. You have to put up with the people that hate you and put on a smile. Just because she said you suck your grandma's pussy dry doesn't give you a reason to start being like, you're a drunk fool. Look at you. Do you think that's helping the situation at all? You know what? For that response, I'm giving him a failed to de-escalate. We've got almost two lines going here. All we need is for her to either run or spit. I think fighting or wrestling is coming soon, though, because it says violent meltdown. So then we would just need a hospital visit and somehow lying about identity, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, they got to take it. Like, come on.
Your own grandma's dry, you
will.
evil son of a...
You.
Yeah, suck a dry, you son of a... So talk about my grandma, you son of a... You hear him? Talk about my grandma?
Put your hands down.
Ow! Okay, that's okay, but you're not gonna beat on me. Okay,
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. You're under arrest.
If only she would have slipped their grip. We almost had a runner. We almost had a runner. She's trying. I wouldn't consider this fighting or wrestling because she is trying to get away.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest.
Stop resisting.
Let go. Let go. Stop resisting.
Yeah, that was extremely forceful. I knew it was coming, though. I knew that they were going to try and arrest her as soon... Like, this cop was just... He was getting aggravated, and he decided, based on his own ego, that he wanted to arrest her. Like, she was just shit-talking. What has she actually done at this point? Like, you could say she was loitering, maybe, because she was being, like, difficult with the... Like, she was loitering, and then you could say she was trespassing if she was asked to leave at a certain point, but... I don't know. Seems a little over the line.
Let go of your bag.
Let go of your bag.
Yeah, general unruliness, I guess. Yeah, maybe like public intoxication if they could get her for that, if they find out she is drunk, or like disturbing the peace type of thing. Yeah, being very annoying. Holding up the line. Well, they let the line go. Like, they were letting everyone go around her, which was kind of like the thing. Yeah, but that one cop definitely is the one who escalated the situation. Like, she was being an asshole. But that's our right as Americans. I'm an American citizen. I'm allowed to be an asshole, especially to the police.
Get up.
Look at what they just did to me.
Get up. Get up.
Yo, help.
Get up.
I'll get this.
They just, I'm not doing anything. No, that's my bag. Please pick my bag up. Mama, please pick my bag up. I bled.
Did she just call her mama? It said come on in the thing. I swear she just called her mama.
My bag, please pick my bag up. Mama, please
She called her mama, right? She did. She said, Mama, please pick my bag up.
pick my bag up. I bled. Look at what they just did to me. Mama, I need to go home to my grandma. Yo, you're flipping out on me for no reason. Yo, you're breaking my wrist. Stop.
Fight. OMG, am I drunk? You can't fight fire with fire. Hey, you're just, can't fire with fire. It's rubbing off through osmosis. It's coming through my screen to me. I'm becoming drunk, and then it's going through my screen to you. It works. Or it's going through your screen to you, going through my camera, whatever, you get it.
Stop. Nikki, stop.
Her grandma is also not dying, in my opinion. I think that it's possible. I think that she could be using that as just like an excuse to try and get through things faster. Like that could, but that also could explain why she's getting drunk if she's like a bit distraught or something like that. That could add up too. So I don't know. It's possible. She's definitely not trying her hardest though to go see her grandma, if that is the case.
I'm not doing anything.
We need a cage,
We got you.
I'm not doing anything, baby.
Where you from?
My please.
She is too.
I am, please. You're
No,
hurting me
you got her.
bad.
Here we got it.
You're hurting me bad. You're hurting me bad. Please let me pick up my purse. My
We'll get it
my
for you.
ID's
We'll
on
get
the
it for
floor.
you.
No, please pick up my. Please pick up my ID.
We'll get it for you.
Please. I didn't do anything to you. My grandma's dying right now. Why y'all doing this to me? My grandma. Yo, please just pick up my grandma's.
Hey, what did he?
Yo, I didn't do anything to anybody. I didn't do anything to anybody. I have done nothing to you. It's funny.
Hold on.
It's funny.
I got
It's funny.
these are. I have them. Come on.
Yes.
Go with
It's
you.
funny.
We'll go
It's
this way.
funny. You yes. It's funny. It's funny. You're not gonna keep breaking my arm. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. What are you doing to me?
Miss, if you don't walk.
I need a pee.
Does anybody recognize this airport? Do we know what airport this is? I do not.
Walk.
Yo, stop. What are you doing? Yo,
Miss, walk.
what are you doing? Okay, stop.
This is the Mall of America. What the fuck is this?
You're not gonna
Are these just windows, or are these like businesses that go up?
two different directions. You're walking two different directions.
Ma'am, walk. Ma'am,
To Orlando Airport? Never been to Disney World. Wouldn't know.
stop resisting the police and stand up. Stand up. She's got blood coming out of her vagina.
Listen,
ma'am.
Listen.
I just need to see my grandma.
Face me.
He's hurting me on purpose.
Listen.
No, stop him. Stop him. I'm done. I need my wallet.
Oh, did they say Orlando at the beginning? They always say I'm in the beginning, and it's like, it's always the one part that I don't listen to is when they're like, this happened on this day. I'm like, well, I'm about to see it, so. But I guess I need to hear where it's happening at. That way I know about the criminal process that they're about to be facing.
I need to see it. I need to see it.
It's right here.
That's not fair. I've done nothing wrong. I paid $400 for a ride home.
Stop spitting on me.
No, that's not
Stop
fair.
spitting on me.
Ow!
Do we count that? Oh. Do we count it, though? She's just talking and slurring her words. I don't think she's actively trying to spit.
I see it.
It's right here.
That's not fair. I've done nothing wrong. I paid $400 for a ride home.
Stop spitting on me.
No, that's
Stop spitting on me. He's saying it.
not fair.
Stop spitting on me.
Ow!
Thank you.
The way he pushed her in, though, yeah, these cops are kind of scumbags. These cops are big scumbags.
Oh, stop spitting on me. Stop spitting on me.
Thank you.
So did he fucking pull her? Like, did he just, like, pull her from the back? Because she was, like, backwards in the fucking back. Like, come on.
Nikki was then transported to and secured at the Orange County Jail. She was charged with resisting an officer with violence, battery on a law enforcement officer, and disorderly conduct, with her bail bond totaling at $7,500. Please consider.
It's a good little bit. So, what do we think? Do we give it spitting or not? I feel like that might be a failed one. We didn't get a bingo that time. And, you know, that's going to happen. We actually did click through a lot of them. We got a lot. That spitting one is really up to what the cops said. I don't know if I believe them or not fully. But, hey, we got close. It was almost there. We almost had a runner, too. Those were both almosts, I will say. Thumbnail with no title. Okay. Okay. Chill. Chill. Yeah, I didn't see her spit. It was just what the cop was saying, so I think it's probably a no on that one. I'd say it's probably a no on those, but we'll get them next time. We'll get them next time. I liked that, though. I like doing it with the bingo card. That's funny. It works well. Yeah, it doesn't count, unfortunately. It's a sad day. Yeah, I think it was just her, like, slurring and spitting while talking, just having a lot of saliva in her mouth because she's drunk. But that is the outcome. That was that. Crazy. Honestly, the airport ones are some of the best. Whenever you find like a good airport body cam footage, like body cam video, they're either really good or really bad. Sometimes they're literally just somebody being like, "What? Why do I need to? What's happening?" And then they get arrested, and that's it. Pointless. But this is interesting. This is not pointless. This is responding to more anti-Semitism. This is Dan McClellan responding to somebody doubling down. No hate to this creator, please. Or I guess she's doubling down, and then Dan McClellan, is saying, do not harass or report this creator or comment on their appearance or speech. Hey, don't tell me what to do, Dan. Listen here, buddy boy. But let's see it.
I made a video on how the term anti-Semitic is being misused today. And people with PhDs are coming at me, so let's double down.
All right, let's see it.
Let's get clear. When I refer to ew, I'm referring to Revelations 2:9, the synagogue of Satan, with the fake ooh. So
Can we just start with how fucking insane that is? So when I refer to Jewish people, what I'm specifically referring to is the Church of Satan. You bet you didn't know that, huh?
two different things.
So by suggesting there are two different things going on here, it sounds like this content creator is presuming to declare which Jewish people are fake Jewish people and which Jewish people are real Jewish people. And later on in the video, she's going to say that she loves her Jewish friends. They all.
Well, and that's like the biggest problem with anti-Semitism is people use it to hate Jewish people, but then claim that it's not all Jewish people, it's just Jewish elites. But they only say that to hide their actual beliefs that it is an inherent, like, quality of Jewishness to believe in, like, abhorrent behavior or something, to, like, act in evil ways or something. So I've seen that distinction drawn before, and it's just like, it is ridiculous.
All believe in the Messiah. So it seems like the criterion for distinguishing fake Jewish people from real Jewish people is whether or not they are Christians. And so everyone who is ethnically Jewish and doesn't believe in the Messiah gets dismissed as fake Jewish people, while people who say they are Jewish and also believe in the Messiah, irrespective of their relationship to ethnic Judaism, are the real Jewish people. Now, I think this is actually an accurate reading of what's going on in Revelation 2:9, where the author is probably denigrating Jewish people who, in the mind of the author, are rejecting a right relationship with God by rejecting God's Son. That renders them not real Jewish people and the synagogue of Satan, which is demonizing ethnically Jewish people. And so that's obviously not true, and you can look throughout the book of Revelation for a lot of stuff that's just not true and is profoundly not just anti-Semitic, but even misogynist. For instance, when God threatens the personification that is Jezebel with sexual violence as a means of punishment. There are a lot of ways that the book of Revelation is grotesque and disgusting.
And I mean, the book of Revelation is like one of the weakest books of the Bible because it is quite literally just some guy named John, not any of the Johns you know though, probably, on an island in Patmos being like, or an island called Patmos, being like, it's a thing I saw in a cave. It was a vision that was revealed to me. It was a revelation. And it's like, okay, so what we're talking about is just a random, like, possible mental breakdown that you had and saw some kind of manic episode that you had and then wrote down in a book. Okay. The thing is I believe in some type of spirituality, but I think that leaning heavily onto specific books in the Bible is a bad way to handle it, for sure. Yeah, it's John, who is the fake nerd with his Walmart X-Men t-shirts. He also has the fake comics. But look, he has a real Comic-Con placard thing for when he went to Comic-Con and had like a booth or something or did a speech. Good guy. He's a big comic fan. I actually like his videos because he talks a lot about, I mean, it's all about religion, but he talks about religious stuff and he always ends it with being like, and today's fit is the X-Men. He just, usually he'll say the artist, or if he doesn't say the artist, he'll just be like, it's Rogue or something.
And wrong. And even if it were right, that wouldn't change the fact that anti-Semitism is a concept that was still developed to refer to hatred and systemic power asymmetries over and against ethnically Jewish people. And so the demonization of ethnically Jewish people who don't believe in Jesus is still rank anti-Semitism. So you're not actually engaging the point. You're just trying to say, I'm allowed to be anti-Semitic if I think that these people are actually the synagogue of Satan. The idea of a star.
Well, I mean, I think most of the time it's just like, it's weird, right? Because the Bible talks very specifically about not judging people, but then people like to draw their judgments based upon other things that are found within the Bible. It's like the Bible isn't like outlining things for you to lay judgment on others, but as like a way for you to live as an individual. It's kind of it's odd.
Of Moloch is based on a Greek mistranslation of the word king. And second, there was never a deity anyone worshipped in the ancient world named Moloch or Molech. There was... So none of those passages refer to Molech as a deity. You have...
Well, yeah, it's the offering of Molech. It was the same. It was what I looked all this up when I was learning about the why can't I remember the name? Where the guys all go into the woods, and they're like, "We're rich and we're the elites." Bohemian Grove. The Bohemian Grove documentary that Alex Jones presented was pushing forward the idea that they were worshiping Molech or Moloch, and Molech or Moloch was actually like a form of sacrifice in the past that would sometimes involve children. And so it was like a mistranslation and a misinterpretation of this sacrificial ritual and turning it into a deity of worship, which isn't true. Now, if you want to talk about the actual practice of Moloch, or I don't know what it would actually be called, but if you want to talk about that, that's one thing, I guess. But I also think that it's like Babylonian or something, right? Or am I getting it mixed up with something else? I'm pretty sure I'm right about that it's like a Babylonian thing. Or Canaanite or something. I don't know. It's either Babylonian or Canaanite. It's in them old books, the Old Testament.
Have the construction Lemolech in the Masoretic vocalization, and the Lamed there can just as likely be read to indicate as a Molech offering. And that is, again, the growing view of scholarship these days, that this term is not actually the name of a deity, but a noun that refers to a specific type of sacrifice. So nothing about any passage in the Bible.
That actually makes sense. We're having a meat for dinner. Dinner is not like a thing that you see or believe in or worship. Dinner is a practice. So I guess that makes sense.
Makes the divine name reading most likely.
When I refer to the star Moloch, I'm talking about a graven image that is made to worship. Literally God's second command on what not to do.
I'm well aware this has absolutely no relevance whatsoever to my video.
And there's no mistranslation here.
There absolutely is a mistranslation here, because what we have in Hebrew is Sikut Malkachem, where Sikut is a divine name. It's the name of a deity, and Malkachem has to be the noun king, because it has a second masculine plural possessive suffix on the end. It literally means y'all's king. And so the divine name comes before the consonants mem, lamed, kaf. And so we have appositionally the identification of Sikut, the name of the deity, as y'all's king. It is definitely not referring to any deity named Molech, not in the Masoretic vocalization, not in just the consonantal text by itself. The Septuagint translators misunderstood Sikut as Sukkot, as a construct noun meaning booths. And then they understood Malkachem as, for some reason, Molech. And I don't know if it's because they had a variant Forlaga, the Hebrew text they had in front of them did not have the second masculine plural possessive suffix on it. But irrespective, the noun is still a noun that means king. It's identifying the deity named Sikut. So it absolutely is a mistranslation.
Here's the Hebrew translation for king, okay? MLK. Ancient Hebrews didn't write vowels, just consonants. Centuries later, the vowels were added by Jewish scribes, the Masoretes, the Jews that actually had God.
I don't really understand why the Masoretes would be the non-messianic Jewish people who had God, unless maybe this content creator believes that they were Karaites or something like that. Do the Nakdanim have God? I don't know what this content creator...
Okay, Dan, stop flexing all of your biblical knowledge, all of your historical knowledge on the peoples of different lands.
...is getting at, but they seem to have a very mixed up understanding of what makes someone Jewish.
These vowels influence how words were pronounced or understood. With the Hebrew word boshmith, here's the Hebrew for it, meaning shame. This is where Moloch comes from, the shame king. They added these vowels in a way of dishonoring these pagan deities. Moloch, whatever, how you say it. There's no theological difference.
So it's difficult to discern any relevance to this portion of the video to my claims, unless maybe the claim is that it's not a mistranslation because Molech just means king anyway. And that's not actually a solid foundation for arguing that Molech was the name of a deity that was worshipped in the ancient world. If it is an exonym, if it is just a name that is entirely made up to mean the shame king. But even if that is the case, that's not the vocalization that's going on in this particular passage in Amos 5. And again, it has this possessive suffix on the end, which you very, very rarely ever see with divine names, if ever. Even that's still up for debate. And again, we already have the deity's name listed right before the appositional identification of that deity as Yal's king. So there's no connection to Molech whatsoever in the Hebrew text. So this, again, is still a mistranslation.
They all refer to the same Canaanite deity, Satan, condemned in scriptures for child sacrifice. Because you're sacrificing children, you don't need to be called king. No. They were doing this.
Even Satan, like, she's misunderstanding. Because what does Satan mean? It's like Satan is a adversary? Meaning, is it adversary? Yeah, adversary. And so there were multiple Satans in the Old Testament. And so it's not like they're trying to like unify these things that aren't one.
Condemned in scriptures for child sacrifice. Because you're sacrificing children, you don't need to be called king. No. They were doing this all throughout the Bible. And here's some more of the little frickers too. You got Raphan, the host of heaven, Moloch, Baal. I don't even know how to say their names, but they don't deserve to be said.
So the name at the very top of this list that this content creator is pointing to at the end of that clip is the name of the deity who is identified in Amos 5:26 as Yal's king. That's the name of the deity. It's a Mesopotamian deity and it has no relationship whatsoever to the accusations of child sacrifice going on in the West Semitic world. So this content creator very clearly doesn't know the first thing about Hebrew, doesn't know the first thing about what's going on with the concept of Molech in the Bible, and clearly cannot even understand, much less directly engage my concerns. The Hebrew Bible, the God of Israel, Adonai, is the one to whom people are frequently sacrificing children, and in no small part because Adonai demands it in Exodus 22. At least in the earliest circulation of that command, it would be quickly renegotiated when people decided that child sacrifice was a very, very bad thing.
The reason why people were confused is because Esau married a Canaanite woman. This is where the...
Whoa. Yo. It's okay to take notes, but this type of scrawling is not healthy. Maybe I just take notes in like more of a, like in a different format. Like look at this little evil smile she put right here with the soup drawing.
Edomites come from. It was a prohibited union by God. The Canaanites worship Baal, sacrifice babies, orgies, sorcery. Literally where cannibalism comes from.
So none of this has any relevance, and that's not a great understanding.
Yeah, she just put no over his face. It's good proof. It's evidence.
Of what's going on with the Canaanites in the Hebrew Bible, even though the references in the Hebrew Bible are overwhelmingly polemical and often inaccurate. And also, no, neither the word Canaan nor Baal has any etymological connection whatsoever to the word cannibalism. Cannibalism comes from canibal, which is a Spanish word, which is a corruption of Caribal, which would refer to the Carib people, whom Christopher Columbus referred to erroneously as cannibal, as the Canib people. And so cannibalism is a reference to this colonial exaggeration about the traditions and the conventions of the inhabitants of the Lesser Antilles when Columbus made his way to this side of the world. So etymologically, there's absolutely no link whatsoever.
And with Israel surrounded by these...
Yeah, that quite literally takes 1 second to look up. Do you think she literally just went... Like, because you can just look up etymology of different words online. Do you think she just went... Ball, cannibal, Canaanite, ball, cannibal, cannonball, like, what are you doing?
Canaanite tribes that end up mating. They never sat there and said, oh, this is bad, we should stop doing it. You are in error. With the error of you saying God commanded people to sacrifice their children in Exodus 22, spreads confusion, and don't ever put that in my father's name.
So you're going to want to take up your concern.
I don't know what it is. This energy's just always been so off-putting to me. It's like a level of condescension mixed with like, I don't even know. It's a bad vibe that I don't like.
This 22 spreads confusion, and don't ever put that in my father's name.
So you're going to want to take up your concern with the...
You know what? She sounds kind of like Brantley. I don't think we're going to hear anything else from her for the rest of the video. Or maybe we do. She sounds kind of like Brantley.
The Bible, because that's where this is coming from. Specifically Exodus 22:29, which commands child sacrifice, specifically of the firstborn. And you can look at my video number, McClellan 3123, for a discussion of the fact that every other passage in the Bible that acknowledges or refers to this commandment under...
God would never kill children except for when he killed everyone's firstborn son. That's fucking sick. And that's secondary. Doesn't count. It's because they weren't listening.
Understands it to be commanding child sacrifice. They just have 4 different ways of trying to get around it. One way is to say, oh, well, yeah, it's commanding sacrifice of the firstborn, except if it's a human, then you're supposed to redeem it. So they're adding a redemption clause to sidestep what the original commandment actually was. A way to get around it is to say, oh, this is actually about committing the firstborn to the priesthood. And then another way that is not getting around it, what we find in Ezekiel 20 is where Ezekiel just acknowledges, yeah, God gave a command to sacrifice firstborn children, but it was in response to refusal to obey the other commands, and so it was a punishment in and of itself that was intended to decimate the population and also to show Israel who was boss. And then you have Jeremiah, who's taking the shaggy approach of just saying it wasn't me, and they have God protesting too much, that, wait a minute, I wasn't the one who said to do this. This never crossed my mind. I never thought about requiring you to sacrifice your firstborn children, which, again, is the lady protesting too much. So if you are upset about the notion that God would command child sacrifice, once again, that's something you've got to take up with your Bible.
Exodus 22 says, your firstborn son shall you.
Also, are we going to forget that Abraham took his son to a mountainside to kill him? Like, he did go to do it. God did command that to happen, even if you want to say that he took it back in the end. Hey, he took that back. It was still a command that he gave to Abram. Was he Abram at that point, and then he became Abraham? Bible talk.
Give to me. That does not mean kill. And in Exodus 13:13, you would understand what that means. Every firstborn man of your son shall be redeemed. And you, the PhD, should probably know that.
So once again, that is one of the later attempts to try to sidestep the commandment that Exodus 13 still acknowledges demands the sacrifice of the firstborn. They just add to it a redemption clause. So very clearly, the understanding in the ancient world of Exodus 22:29 was the sacrifice of the firstborn. They just started adding stuff to it. And if you don't understand what a PhD in a topic is talking about, maybe it's not because you know more than the PhD. Maybe it's because you don't know what you're talking about. This is something that has been a representative view within the scholarship for a very long time. And you can go check out my video number, McClellan 3123, for some recommended reading if you would like to learn how scholars actually talk about this. Because, again, you don't have the first clue what you're talking about. To begin, the word Semite developed in the late 18th century, not as an ethnic designation, but as a linguistic designation. It derived from...
Yeah, Abe was fully going to do it. Abe was up on that mountainside about to smash his son's head in. And God said, yo, you were really going to do that? That's crazy. I don't get why Satan is the bad guy. He loved his dad too much, then is punished and made to torture sinners. He can't exactly escape. I mean, to be completely honest, the conceptualization of the devil and like of all of this stuff is kind of like a bastardization of like the actual stories within the Bible, because like they say like, oh, the devil was the serpent in the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden? Nice, the Garden of Eden. But like, they never specify that at all in any place. It's just that it is a serpent, and the serpent is punished for tricking the humans into eating the apple by being forced to slither around on its belly for the rest of its life. Why would the serpent be punished for the acts of Satan? Because even if you say like the people acted independently, even though they had no knowledge of good and evil, so how could they know that it was wrong to eat the apple? There's a whole philosophical argument there too. But it never says that it was the devil that made them eat the fruit of knowledge of good and evil. It was merely a serpent that was punished by God for it, to slither around on its belly for the rest of eternity. Her and her napkin of notes are getting mogged. You can't try and mog a PhD, it don't work. I can't stop crying. His internet must be out too.
From the identification of certain languages as Semitic languages. So it starts as a linguistic category. And then once...
True. And what are these languages? Hebrew, Aramaic, Arabic, and Akkadian. And here's the people it comes from, right? And where do these people come from? Shem!
Utterly irrelevant. I speak English, which is a West Germanic language. Not everyone who speaks English is ethnically West Germanic. A linguistic designation is distinct from an ethnic designation. Semitic began as a linguistic designation. Now, as I pointed out in my video, it shifted to becoming an ethnic designation. And when the word anti-Semitism was originally developed, it was quite explicitly, quite clearly, and quite universally used and understood to refer to a specific perspective and systemic power asymmetries aimed against the ethnically Jewish people.
I mean, honestly, even then, like, needing to argue this is so ridiculous because it's almost as dumb as people going like, I'm not homophobic, I'm not scared of no gay people. It's like, what are you don't understand what words mean.
Not all people who spoke Semitic languages. I already talked about this.
The Revelation 2:9, they speak Yiddish. That is not a Semitic language.
No, ethnically Jewish people who don't believe in Jesus Christ as their savior do not all speak Yiddish.
Yeah.
This is utterly irrelevant.
We don't actually know Shem's language, but it was a Semitic language. That's why I said technically Hebrew.
No, even if there were a historical figure named Shem, they wouldn't necessarily have spoken a Semitic language, since Semitic languages are the languages spoken by the people who are us.
This is a religious teaching, a religious lesson that has a bunch of etymology baked into it. Kind of necessary if you think about it.
Ostensibly descended from Shem, not Shem himself, who would have spoke whatever language he was raised speaking, which would have been the language spoken by the broader population around him, not only him. And then once we get into the 19th century, it begins to take on cultural and then ethnic significance. And with the rise of scientific racism and the white supremacy of the 19th century, it begins to more commonly be used to refer to an ethnic designation. And so when the term anti-Semitic or anti-Semite was coined in...
Just because the term is coined and used today doesn't mean it's correct.
So
but you're not the one to decide that. We don't just get to choose what is true. We don't get to pick what is right. We don't get to decide what is fact. Things just are. So yes, just because someone puts two random words together doesn't mean it means something. Like, if it's being used, like, it's just so ridiculous. How do you argue with that? Literally, how do you argue with that? How do you argue with that?
Coined in...
Just because the term is coined and used today doesn't mean it's correct.
No, that's just what it means. That's just what That's just how it's used. That's just what it means and how it's used.
So this doesn't even qualify as sophomoric. This is a freshman level understanding of linguistics. The argument here sounds like it doesn't matter what the word was developed to mean. It doesn't matter how the word has always been used. It's not correct if the...
if I decide that it doesn't. We're watching a response from Dan McClellan to some anti-Semitic woman who's trying to be like, I only hate Jews because that's the church of Satan. It's like, what are you talking about? She's just actually a little bit off her rocker.
The etymological argument overrules usage or something like that. I don't understand exactly what's...
I was just listening, not looking, and I thought it was denims. It could be. If she saw this video, she would be echoing it.
Going on here, and this content creator is not going to be explaining any further, but the notion that anti-Semitism refers to what this content creator wants it to refer to over and against the way the word has always been used and the way the word was developed to be used is just laughably uninformed.
Just like how the Revelation 2:9s took the name of blue and white today.
I don't know if this content creator is referring to the asinine Khazar hypothesis, conspiracy theory, or some other reason to deny.
Probably just some conspiracy theory, if I had to guess. That seems to be where most people get their ideas about things nowadays. It's just random conspiracy theories they read online. Like, it's not that hard to read a cool conspiracy theory, read some interesting thing that you just found, and then cross-reference it with actual data and actual, like, you know, check the sources. Always check the sources. My God.
Ethnically Jewish identity to ethnically Jewish people.
Has Dan ever responded to Sneeko? Not that you'd know necessarily. I'm just kidding. Not that I know of. He has responded to like Charlie Kirk, but he seems to respond to a lot of smaller creators because he's like a bit of a, or he's a bit larger now. He's at 200,000 subscribers. But from what I've seen, I don't think he's talked about Sneeko too much. Sneeko doesn't speak on Christianity a whole lot. He kind of just speaks like in these absolutes that are like easy to break down, but probably not worth the time. And Dan specifically focuses on like Christianity because that's his like field of study. Because people have asked him before, like, he is actually, interestingly enough, a Mormon. He's a Mormon. And people always ask him, how can you be a Mormon if you talk all this way about Christianity? And it's like, he explains that you can both believe in something while also understanding the factual like nature of the historicity and like the purpose and voice of different texts. And so he focuses on Christianity and doesn't talk a whole lot about Mormonism. And I've never heard him speak about like Islam or Buddhism or anything else. That would be interesting, though. If he did say, I would love to see if he said anything about Sneeko.
But even if the name of Israel were an appropriation on the part of people who had no connection to Israel, which once again is not true of ethnically Jewish people, but even if it were true, it would have no relationship whatsoever to a linguistic approach to what the word anti-Semitism refers to. In the late 19th century, it referred quite explicitly and quite exclusively to hatred of and systemic power asymmetries associated.
I do be quasi, you're so right, Alex the Fiction.
Associated with Jewish people specifically.
And I have Jewish friends. I love my Jewish friends. And they believe in the Messiah. And Jesus was a Jew too. I really like that guy too. And you have to be quite a stiff-neck to reject the Messiah. Like, so much prophecy, man. You're just completely looking over for what?
So this doesn't actually even acknowledge my point, much less engage it. This is just asserting that real Jewish people believe in the Messiah and he's really cool and you should believe in him too, which is...
Is her belief truly that the only Jews are Jews for Jesus? That's the only real way to be Jewish.
Utterly irrelevant to the entire discussion. So the notion that it has to do with anyone descended from Shem, from Genesis 9 or 10, is really an etymological fallacy.
You just contradicted yourself, lol.
No, I absolutely did not. You just obviously don't have the first clue what an etymological fallacy is. Absolutely an etymological descended from higher discussion. So the notion that it has to do with anyone descended from Shem, from Genesis 9 or 10, is really an etymological fallacy.
You just contradicted yourself, lol.
The fact that she doesn't even outline it, like, can you explain what the contradiction is? You don't just get to go, contradiction.
No, I
didn't like the way that sounded. Contradiction.
Did not. You just obviously don't have the first clue what an etymological fallacy is because you
Shirt
do
and
not
stance, same vibe. What can I say?
have the foggiest idea what you're talking about. It's not how the term has been used historically, and the notion that the etymology overrules how the term is actually used is fallacious and rather silly.
And this is why I don't agree with worldly wisdom, because they can take whatever word or idea they want and fit it to their agenda. Like, you remember when gay used to mean happy and now it means getting your butt tickled? And I get language goes off history. If we were doing it correctly today, the term would mean being against the Arabs, the Palestinians, the Mesopotamians group.
My God. I mean, that's all we needed to hear, right? Her saying Arabs, the Arabs, my Lord.
A holy land that God promised his people that. The Revelation 2:9s, the fake blue and white of today that. And trying to infiltrate for centuries.
So once again, this content creator seems to be blithely assuming that the etymology overrules.
I mean, even if you want to talk about like Christianity, Jesus did not say to create a new religion and step away from that. He was trying to like create like a return to form. Be like, okay, we need to turn away from, the Pharisees, they're doing markets within the synagogue. Destroy it, bomb, destroy the market. Riots. That's what Jesus was saying. Because he was trying to go back to like old school Judaism. And who knows if that's and not old school Judaism. I mean, there were obviously differences. And it is interesting when looking at like the different gospels, because the different gospels express different like purposes for Jesus's like for his story. Some are economic, some are to fulfill the prophecy, some are to like it is interesting in that regard, because even in the Bible, like it isn't like some consistent thing of like, see, Jesus was saying Jewish people are bad. Like that's not what was happening.
The usage, which again is not how language works. They do not seem to understand what is going on here.
Is base.
And what was that? If that bracelet has anything to do with pride or being a homosexual, you don't know.
Why did she have to voice over herself? Did she just call him a homo? Is that what she said?
That. If that bracelet has anything to do with pride or being a homosexual,
it looked like she like fucking fumbled getting it out. Like it looked like she said it. I don't even know. Crazy.
And what was that? If that
also, what was it? Let me see.
What's going on here?
Is
because he has a rainbow band for his Apple Watch. Are you a child? Why are you analyzing every frame to be like, where's some rainbows? Where's some rainbows? She uses the F slur IRL, I bet. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, is if it was the F slur. It doesn't look like it though. It looks like she's saying,
if we were doing it correctly today.
Oh god damn it, I went too far back.
And what was that? If that bracelet has anything to do with pride or being a homosexual, you don't know the Bible. Or at least not living it. And if you're not living it, you don't know it. That's just really silly.
No.
Are you wearing mixed fabrics? Do you cut your hair? Like, it's just so many different things you can say. It's just ridiculous whenever people say that. If you're not following the Bible, Do you really know God?
Really?
Nobody lives the Bible. Everybody is picking and choosing and negotiating and imposing their own interpretive lenses so that they can understand the Bible in a way that makes it more meaningful and useful to them and to their identity politics. That's just an inevitability. There's no other possible way to live the Bible. But what's really silly here is the abject ignorance of what the etymological fallacy is, coinciding with the repeated, the blithe, and the mindless commission of the etymological fallacy.
And I'm not taking confusion from confusion because you're confused. This doesn't work, okay? So I recommend you put down your PhD and pick up the Bible.
How do you think he got a fucking PhD? Are you actually that dense? You need to put down your PhD and get. Yeah, I went to the PhD store and got my PhD. Oh no, that one kind of did make me mad about his PhD. Like, what the fuck? It's insane. Crazy.
Recommend you grow up, get over your petty and ignorant homophobia, and actually learn something about your Bible.
And my question to you is, who's paying you off?
Nobody. Not everything is a conspiracy. Sometimes you just don't have the first clue what you're talking about. And rather than trying to figure out who is conspiring against you, you should just go get better educated about the world.
This guy's probably read the Bible multiple times. Well, that and like he's read it in Hebrew, like he knows like the ancient like translations and stuff and the ways in which the different translations make errors. I think he was included in some like conversation about like a Bible printing or something. There was something like that too. Like he's been involved in a lot of shit. I don't think she knows what a PhD involves. You just go to the PhD store. You go to college and you go, 1 PhD, please, and they hand it to you. But it costs so much money. It's like, why is it even worth it?
Around you.
You can just pick up the Bible.
And Sugar, the fit for this video has been Rogue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a Bible translator for the Mormon Church.
I made a video.
I didn't hear it. I have to hear it in full. What did he say?
Around you. And Sugar, the fit for this video has been Rogue.
Yep, he just said Rogue. I knew it. I knew it. Did she even finish high school? No shade. Well, with these type of notes, with these being the notes that she took, let me see if I can get the right spot. Where is it? It was this, yeah, this one. I don't remember learning to take notes like this in school, I've got to be honest. You guys remember that?
The Canaanites worship Baal.
Like the way it's all like moved over to this side of the page, like this is literally like a conspiracy chart. Like all you're missing are like the red threads going around. The Edomites. Kiss my boot, Edomite. I want that one video. Kiss my boot, Edomite. It was the white black Israelite. Have you guys ever seen that? Shut up, Edomite.
Edomite, shut up, white boy. Kiss my boot, white boy. Kiss my boot, white boy. You coward. Coward, white boy.
What do you believe?
Shut up, Edomite. Shut up, white boy. Kiss my boot, white boy.
Shut up, white boy.
White boy. You coward.
You coward. Shut up, Edomite. Kiss my boot.
Coward, white boy.
A white Israelite.
A white Israelite. I like that. Bruh, Items is going after Meat Canyon. There's no way. Is it on Reddit? Let me see. Yeah, he said Matan was saying Edomite a lot because of that clip, I'm pretty sure. Because he quoted that a few times. He was like, shut up, Edomite. Oh, I need to find it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, diesel patches? Oh, okay. Okay. One sec. Diesel patches. Ooh.
My sincerest apologies to Diesel Patches.
So, I've actually...
My sincerest apologies to diesel patches. Why do the people keep giving them... Like, it's the same thing with the lolcow one. I forget what that one was called. The one that was always talking about Wings of Redemption. Wings of Redemption gave him an intro, too.
My sincerest apologies to Diesel Patches.
So, I've actually got some pretty disappointing news about the beloved YouTuber, Meat Canyon. You know how he's a content creator who makes videos and just minds his own business? Well, apparently that's just code for far-right extremism. That's right, Meat Canyon is actively inviting in the alt-right within his fan base by committing the crime of being apolitical. And who's the genius that came up with that conclusion?
Dude, Meat Canyon.
Oh, god damn it, you tricked us into watching another stupid iDubbbz video.
Is this apolitical? I thought the Ice Saves Anime thing was pretty funny. Like, I thought it was pretty good. Is this apolitical? I'm so confused. I've never heard of Diesel Patches before, but 1 million subscribers, so interesting.
Good.
Yeah? What are you gonna do about it? Cry?
No.
It's been a whole 6 days since the last iDubbbz video, and I'm already feeling the itch, and I need my fix. I promise I'll detox soon, but goddamn, he's just so fucking stupid. Last time we talked about Ian, an evil witch transformed him into a dragon, where he was forced to talk in this terrible voice and spread unverified pedophile allegations to his audience for the lulz. Well, it seems like...
Why does he also do like a terrible dragon voice? If you're doing a dragon, you have to go like airy. You've got to do it very loose. But he decided to just go like, this is my voice. I am a dragon now. I guess he tried the airy thing a little bit, but he's not very good at it. That's why he switched back. Well, also, why is he so tiny in the corner? Why does he always do this?
Like Ian is now done with his Fursona arc already, and is now back to calling everyone who doesn't share their political views constantly a gateway to the alt-right pipeline, because that definitely worked out for him last time. So how did this notion that Meat Canyon is like moist critical, where they both apparently have this large subgroup of Trump wiener lickers in their fan base? Well, to search for more context, I tried to find Ian's entire stream on Twitch, and it wasn't there. So I decided to search for the clip Ian was reacting to and found it on TikTok. Nora Tamo, the man in the clip, criticized Meat Canyon for how he projected his opinion on someone that he believes has shit movie taste. And essentially his point is that Meat Canyon was being disrespectful towards someone's opinion on movies for no reason other than to be an asshole. Somehow this turned into the
I just heard that and literally my thought was, who gives a shit? Oh, he was being mean about someone's movie review. Like, what? Why would anyone care about that? You were just trying to be an asshole. I'd actually like to see what he said now. Now I'm kind of wondering. All of iDubbbz streams are saved on the Internet Archive. Ooh, that's pretty funny. Okay, we have started. If you want to go jump over, it was a fun. Thank you so much for stopping in. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, but I am going to finish this real quick just to see what's up with eat-ups. So let's go 125 and just get through this.
Political, moist, critical talking point that Ian brought up before. It's possible I'm missing some context here, but either way, Ian's argument is still idiotic.
Meat Canyon's one of these guys who's like, he's on the precipice, right? Where he kind of like, for the most part, he stays in his own lane, very apolitical type, but you get vibes. You get vibes.
Yes, we are now basing our talking points on vibes. I just get the vibe Meat Canyon knowingly lets in alt-right MAGA supporters in his fan base. I just get the vibe that Ethan Klein needs to address these pedophile allegations. I just play for the vibes. I expect some sort of evidence to justify why you get these vibes. I know that's the type of group he's alluding to, considering he makes a comparison between Meat Canyon's content and the moist critical argument.
I wouldn't say he's sus. Not at all. But it's like the Charlie argument, right? Where it's like, yeah, I don't think he's like toxic or anything, but I think it enables like a lot of like shitty people, you know? Because it's like, of course, like so many of these people online want...
No, it's not like, of course, explain, elaborate. Because what you're saying is just like, you have no evidence for this. And there's a bunch of evidence for the contrary. About to get more Fs in chat. Maybe this is just where I fucking end it. Really, we're going to get one last cutout at the end. What is going on with my internet? I'm in hell today. You know what? iDubbbz is an idiot.
No, that possibly could.
Not much I need to say. I mean, I think that kind of said what we needed to say. He thinks iDubbbz is the same as Charlie, which is saying very little. So, thank you all for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Captain Quasar signing off. Yeah, I know it's coming back, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're ending it here.